What's this rod doing here? It looks like these holes were made on purpose. But what for? The park must be behind there.
Huh? Who are you? And what on earth are you doing here?
Oh, hi. Excuse me.
So you're the tramp that decided to use my cart? I had to go all the way up the track with the game I caught on my back because of you. Well?
Well, I had no way of knowing that using this cart would be a nuisance for you. There's no need to be insulting, ma'am.
Insulting? First you go and steal my cart. Then you break into my home. And then I'm supposed to... Don't that beat all? There you are, you good boy. Mama'll have you up and running in no time.
What's this key for?
For activating the park automatons, you need to give them a good turn of the key every so often, or the poor things get all neurasthenic. Even cantankerous. Plus they break down. There.
key is exactly what I need to repair Oscar. I need it fast.
Well?
With someone like her, I might be better off earning her trust before I ask for the key. Listen, I didn't really want to get off on the wrong foot with you. Let me introduce myself. I'm Кейт Уокер. I'm accompanying the Yukon tribe on their migration to their sacred lands. And you're...
Oh, an American. Yeah, I'd bet anything. Well, look at that. An American. Well, I'm Staff Sergeant Katerina Viktorovna Drostelova. Gold medalist in the shot put in the Moscow Olympics. And the widow of Lieutenant Andrei Grigorovich Drostelov, veteran artillery officer and figure skating champion.
Delighted to meet you, Katerina. It seems you might be just the person I'm looking for. Do you think you could let me borrow that strange key of yours? I needed to repair an automaton without whom, I'm afraid, it is impossible for us to leave.
You've been really polite and you speak the same way they talk in those books, little lady. You do have a bit of backbone, I'll say that much for you. This key is extremely precious to me. As far as I know, your gang of gnomes and you might just be one of those gangs of bandits that hang around here. Scrap dealers looking in every nook and cranny for a pot of gold, despite the radiation around here. I saw those riffraff off with a load of buckshot.
No time to beat around the bush. I need that activation key.
Well?
Behind her tough-as-nails facade, this Katerina seems to be a real stickler for form. I may be able to use that.
Hey! I'm talking to you!
If I really were a raider, I'd go for your freight car here. It's charming. Everything here is so precious and in such good taste. How long have you been living here?
Oh, it's been almost 40 years now. My Andre and me worked on the park maintenance after the Olympics came to an end. Just goes to show.
40? I thought all the survivors left after the catastrophe.
We tried, but the ferry for Valsenborg went and left without us. We managed to take shelter hiding down in the subway system after Andre found a way in with the cart. My Andriusha was always very, very organized. He realized that the cave-in at the entrance would probably keep the air pure. But it was already too late for him, unfortunately.
Your husband was contaminated?
Both of us did, actually. But it didn't do anything to me. That's just the way I was made. Or maybe I was immune because of all the garbage they kept giving me for years so that I could win that trinket at the Olympics.
And since then, you've never tried to get to Valsenborg?
No. I heard that all of the irradiated survivors were sent to this clinic there and they never get out. Besides, I have absolutely everything I need here. Somewhere to call home. I'm near my dear Andriusha. I have my dog and all the game I want. Well, why don't you and your band of savages stock up while you're waiting? Even runts have to eat sometimes, I figure.
We don't have much time left. We're being chased. And without your key, we're done for.
Fine. Here you go. But you take good care of it, okay?
I promise, Katerina. One last thing before I go. You said the air in the subway stayed pure. Does it lead out of the city?
Yes. Just follow the tracks right behind my place and you can get out to the other side of Baranor through the Olympia Stadium station at the end of the line. That's the terminus. Not only do you avoid the radiation, but you also have electricity. It's one of the only circuits in the city that's still working. You just have to be careful. Some of the pipes gave way and flooded some galleries with lake water.
Thank you, Katerina, for everything. How charming. The zone is more or less safe. Still fresh. For Andre, my proud soldier. still fresh. My Andre. A photo album. Tempting. Not a chance. A real girly girl's room.
Have you finished with my key?
Here for the last act of our exclusive episode of Reactors of Passion, your favorite series.
Not a chance. No way. Let's try something else. Nothing.
What news, Кейт Уокер?
Looks like Miss Кейт Уокер have time for much fun.
I wasn't having fun, ayahuasca. I was finding a way to help the caravan get us out of this place safely.
Don't be upset, Кейт Уокер. This cursed place makes the Yukals a bit nervous. What did you discover?
So we'll take the subway line. The air is pure, and the station at the end of the line lets us leave the city while staying on the sacred route of the migration.
Where does the station exit to?
Some kind of sports complex, Olympia or something like that.
Olympia. Land of martyrs. Tss.
Good work, Кейт Уокер. I don't know what the Yukals would do without your help.
First, we have to hoist the crystal onto the beach.
How can we help you, Кейт Уокер?
Well, your ostriches obviously can't use the cart to get to the subway line. Can the Yukals clear the rubble from the station entrance while I take care of the crystal?
Go find volunteers. See you later, Miss Кейt Uokер.
Olympia. Ayahuasca didn't seem to like that.
The truth is, I was told that the previous migration went through some bad times. A tragedy that left permanent scars. But you have enough to do for the moment. We'll talk about all that later.
Once we've left Baranur, what is the next step?
The river Balaton. Once we cross the sacred bridge over it, we'll be past the border and in Yakistan. Our pursuers won't be able to harm us there.
Any news from the Yukals who are still locked up in the crystal?
Everyone is fine, even if the ostriches are getting impatient. We have to get them out soon, Кейт Уокер.
I'm going, Kirk. I have to find an old friend. Let's see if Katarina's activation key works. Oscar, I can't believe it.
Кейт Уокер? Hello, Кейt Uokер. So is everything set? Are we ready to go now? You have refitted the train spring, haven't you? And what about Mr. Hans Vorarlberg? Is he on board?
There's no more train, Oscar. And there's no more Hans Vorarlberg.
I beg your pardon.
You were supposed to be dead, too. I installed your heart in another model just like you. And it seems to have worked. It's good to see you again, Oscar. Are you all right, Oscar?
I suppose I am indeed, Кейt Uokер. To the best of my knowledge, I have not been programmed for anguish.
I guess not. But you know, Oscar, you were always very talented.
This new body is in great need of maintenance. It is suffering from osteoarthritic rust at every joint.
Oscar, I need your help.
Of course, Кейt Uokер. That is my function.
I'm accompanying the Ukels on their voyage. You know, they found me when I was dying next to a river in the west of Syberia and took me in. They are accompanying the migration of the snow ostriches to their sacred lands, where they go and reproduce. Now we're being chased by fanatical soldiers who want to send the Ukels back to where they came from. To top it off, they want to hand me over to the American authorities. I've been accused of all sorts of crimes.
The Ukels, a primitive nomadic people in the far north that live symbiotically with large herds of Struthio, commonly known as snow ostriches.
That about sums it up.
Кейт Уокер, American deviant. Intellectually and politically unstable, influenced by both circumstance and encounters, despite possessing an unquestionable moral fiber.
I suppose that's about right, in a word.
Well, how may I be of service to you, Кейт Уокер?
We're stuck here in this contaminated area, and we need to leave as soon as possible to escape the people chasing us. But the Ukels and their herd are locked in the boat that brought us to this poisoned beach. We need to hoist the crystal out of the sand and clear the rear hatch so the ostriches can get out. There's a vehicle on the pier over there that I think we can use, but it looks like only an automaton can drive it.
I will gladly do what I can to help you, as long as this worn-out body should prove up to the task.
We'll make do, Oscar. You can trust me.
Well, I shall indeed do what I can to help, Кейт Уокер. But, Кейт Уокер, my clothes. I don't have any clothes.
Come on, what's the problem, Oscar? In New York, I saw fashion shows where you would have made a splash.
No, and no, Кейt Uokер. It is completely out of the question for me to stroll around without covering. My mechanical intimacy is protected by industrial patents that ensure the durability of Vorarlberg productions. I need clothing, that's all there is to it.
Oscar, please.
Do not insist, Кейt Uokер. I will not move from here without decent attire.
All right. I'll get you some clothes. It's incredible seeing him alive again.
Ah, Кейt Uokер. Have you found some clothes for me?
Did you know that Hans Vorarlberg came to this region and created the amusement park?
The rusted body to which I find you have so kindly connected me is incontestably a Vorarlberg XZ2000 model first generation.
He was looking for Syberia.
I'm sure, Кейt Uokер.
It's a miracle there was an XZ2000 model in this sinister place.
To be exact, my former body was an XZ2002 model with parts specific to two subsequent models, XZ2003 and XZ2005B.
Of course. What was I thinking? I remember. You seem to be adapting wonderfully to your new body.
Huh. This clanky first-generation osteoarthritic rust-ridden mechanical horror of an XZ2000 body.
Are there a lot of differences?
At most, there are a few minor mechanical changes. The essential parts of my functions do indeed seem to be optimally in place.
I'm going to look for some clothes for you again. See you later, Oscar.
Please be quick about it. My gears are freezing.